What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite, and welcome back to Reimagining Manchester United. Tonight we have both legs against Real Madrid in the Champions League semifinal. In the games we played since I last left you, we played Wolves, and your eyes don't deceive you. We beat them 7-2, and we scored all 7 goals in the first half of the game. We scored 4 goals in the first 18 minutes. Marcus Rashford went on a madness, scored 4 goals in the first half. Kimmich, Martial, and McTominay all popped up with one as well. We just were scoring goals every highlight. It was crazy. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was disappointed to allow 2 goals, but when you score 7, I think you can afford to be a little bit leaky defensively. So that game was mad. It was even more mad as we went up against Burnley, who were like 13th in the table. Wolves were like 6th at that point. We went up against Burnley, who were like 13th, and we did absolutely nothing. We were awful. Rashford, he got a 7 because I think he got the assist, but he did absolutely nothing that game. Scored 4 goals in the first half of the last game, then plays Burnley, and we eke out a draw in the 83rd minute by a Bruno Fernandes goal. It was so bad. We were so bad. I don't understand our performances. We're just so inconsistent. It makes no sense. We went on this super long stretch of barely scoring any goals. 3 goals here, and then max 2, get 3 goals against West Ham, max 2, none, 7. What? I don't know. And 1. We're just so inconsistent. But we're still on an unbeaten streak for a long time. Last loss is against Leeds in November. And we're in April. We're in April. End of April. So that's a pretty good run. But we've got a tough match against Real Madrid. In terms of the lineup for it, this is what I'm going with. McTominay comes back into the defense. He's been in pretty good form recently. He's had 2 very good games in a row. So I'm going to give him the nod over Harry Maguire, who's basically done nothing. So he gets the nod at center back. Other than that, Dodo's, of course, is still injured. He's out for another 5 to 11 days. Greenwood's still injured. He's out for another 11 days to 5 weeks. Tellez is just about come back. He's got 3 more days left, and he's not recommended to be started. So he's staying on the reserves. So Wan-Bissaka starts at right back. Luke Shaw starts at left back. Kimmich keeps his spot in the defensive midfield. He's been solid. He's not put in any spectacular performances recently, but he's been very solid. So he keeps his spot. Pogba comes back in because Van de Beek's kind of fallen off form. Pogba's just coming back from his injury. He's only recommended 75 minutes, so we'll see. See how long we play him. Rashford and Martial seem to be the informed strike partnership. Martial with a 10 game ago, so yeah, that was amazing. So hopefully he can go back to that kind of performance and not the Burnley performance. But Diallo on the bench. I just think he's in a little bit more form than where is he? Oh no, Dak is on the bench too. That's right. I was looking for Dak. We only have one backup fullback, so Dak and Diallo both make the bench just in case I need to bring on 2 strikers. So that's what we're going with. Let's get into the game. See if we can do well in this first leg against Real Madrid. This is the away leg, so this will be tough, but we've proven to be pretty good away from home this season. So they've got pretty much their normal starting lineup. Valverde, Cruz, Odegaard, Hazard. Yeah, basically the starting lineup you expect day 1 from them. They have Kingsley Coman on the bench. And that's about it. That's the only new addition really to the team. I don't know who Sergio Santos is, but I'm going to say media. Media have given you a lot of credit lately. Go out there and put on a worthy display. Everyone's motivated. Both teams come into this one in good form. How do you rate your chances ahead of kickoff? We're going to have to be at our very best to get something today. Real Madrid are as good as they come and will certainly be able to cause us 1 or 2 problems. As the leading scorers in the Champions League, are you looking forward to another positive match in front of goal? I want my team to play on the front foot, and the boys have done that really well so far. I think they can continue in this way. Real Madrid in very good form, so this is going to be very tough. 1 draw in their last 5. I think we also have 1 draw. Or no, yeah, we have 2 draws. So we're technically in worse form than Real Madrid. So I don't know. I don't know how this match is going to go. Just depends on which team shows up, whether the Wolves team shows up or the Burnley team shows up, because they are 2 completely different teams. A nice ball through to Odegaard early, and he looks to chip the keeper, and that is a goal. Gosh dang it. A terrible way to start the game. An easy, gifted goal after 5 minutes. Like, that was far too easy. Just off a free kick over to Cruz. Fernandez can't make the tackle, and Odegaard comes right through the middle and just chips the keeper. Far too easy. And that's a terrible start to the game. And it's not looking to be any better soon because they've got another throw in and another long shot from Valverde, and they are 2-0 up. This is not going well. Real Madrid are 2-0 up after 11 minutes. A volleyed long shot from Federico Valverde from the edge of the area. Off a header from Shula. And he just rockets it in the back of the net. This is a terrible start. This is the worst start to a game we've had in this save. I don't think we've been down 2-0 in the first 11 minutes at all in this save. And we can't find a ball through on the long throw. I'm frustrated already. McTominay with the ball into Luke Shaw. Over the top for Pogba. Pogba's through on goal, but he gets blocked. Bruno can't get the loose ball. I think we already need to go attacking. We need to get goals. We need to get away goals. Going to our attacking tactic. We might switch to a 4-2-3-1 because this is not working. We have 0.09 XG after 30 minutes. I'm going to berate the team. They have been absolutely awful. But of course, as soon as I berate the team, Scott McTominay scores a headed goal. He's been pretty good from corners. Like, almost as good, if not better, than Shula. Even though he's not the man on the post, which is usually the one that scores. He's the one attacking the near post. But he's gotten quite a few goals doing that. So I'm pretty happy with Scott McTominay at center back. We get one goal back. We can get another goal. If we go into the home leg at 2-2, I will take that. I'm confident we can at least get a 1-1 draw at home. So I'm confident if we can go 2-2. But if they score another goal, it's going to be very dangerous. It's not going to be comfortable at all. And that's a penalty. Luke Shaw gives away like his third or fourth penalty of the season. He loves giving away penalties. It seems like every time he starts, he gives away a penalty. Well, it's going to be 3-2 or 3-1 because there's no way they're missing this penalty because I rarely ever miss. Hazard to take. And yeah, 3-1. Awful start. Absolutely atrocious start. Can I berate them again? Because I want to berate them again. I want to take Luke Shaw off, actually. I want to immediately rage sub him, but I'm not going to. I need all my subs just in case I need to bring on a couple strikers. Our strikers have been absolutely horrific. I hate our strikers. Like, I love them, but I hate them because they're so inconsistent. I've never seen a more inconsistent group of players in my entire life. Like, Rashford one game scores 4, then he doesn't touch the ball for the next 5 games. It doesn't make any sense. We're going to halftime, 3-1 down. I'm going to throw a water bottle. I'm far from pleased. Defenders, I'm furious with your defensive work. Midfielders, I'm furious with your playmaking efforts. Attackers, I'm absolutely furious with your finishing. Absolutely woeful. They have 4 shots, and they've scored 3 goals. I feel like we're getting FM'd quite a bit here. If we concede here, I'm definitely going to the 4-2-3-1, but if we don't score here, I'm going to a 4-2-3-1, because this tactic is not working. Rashford through on goal. We do score a goal. Kind of a lucky one, but Martial runs at the defense, gets tackled, but the ball falls to Rashford, and he finds the back of the net. His 28th goal of the season. Just imagine if he was consistent. He would score so many goals. But when he's on, he scores a bunch of goals. When he's not on, he doesn't do anything. So suddenly Rashford goes to a 7.1 from like a 6.2. Something awful. We have another chance at a counterattack here with Martial. He's going to beat his man. He's got a tight angle, though. But he finds the back of the net. It is 3-3. I was just about to change to the 4-2-3-1 because this wasn't working. And then suddenly, we back-to-back highlights. We score back-to-back goals, both on counterattacks. We are back in this tie. 3 away goals. All we need is a draw. pretty much any score draw away from at home, and we were going through because I doubt it's going to be another 3-3 at our place. We're a lot stronger defensively at home. So this is a good start to the game. Paul Pogba's had a shocker, and they scored another. Of course they have. Pogba's been awful. I'm going to bring on Donnie. Kimmich has been awful. I'm going to bring on Camavinga. And we are down 4-3. I've never seen this team allow 4 goals. Ever. I don't think it's happened once in this save. This has been the worst defensive performance ever for this team. Who is that? Who are you? Are you Scott McTominay? You are Scott McTominay. Completely whiffs on the header. And they go up 4-3. And the game is frozen because my game is broken. I'm going to berate the team again because they should not be losing. They have 6 shots, all of them on target, and 4 goals. We only have 3 shots on target and have 3 goals, though, so I can't really say anything. They brought on Kingsley Coman. Carvajal down this right-hand side, into Valverde, into Cruz. Cruz with a chance at a long shot, but he pulls it back to Valverde. Into Carvajal, back to Valverde, back to Cruz. Valverde, they're passing it right around our area like it's no problem. Finally get a shot onto De Gea, makes a good save. A rocketed shot right at De Gea, though. We need a equalizer. We really need an equalizer. Do I change to the 4-2-3-1? I mean, we've scored 3 goals with this tactic. We've just been absolutely horrific defensively. I think I stick with it. Like, our counterattack's working well from this tactic. As Carvajal's in all the space in the world. Finds the ball back to Casemiro. And again, the game freezes. I'm trying to figure out why this is happening. Like, I've tried like 17 different fixes and nothing has fixed it. I don't know what's broken with my game, but something is broken. Nice save with his feet by De Gea. They have a corner. Cruz will take. If they score here, it's pretty much tie over. Cruz with the corner, puts it in. Ramos heads it over. We are still in it. Just barely, but we are still in it. I don't know how Martial has a 7.2, really. I mean, I guess he got the assist, and he got a goal. Shaw's been awful, and he gave away a penalty. I'm bringing on Brandon Williams. That'll be my last sub. I'm going to berate the team again. And it looks like it's going to end 4-3 to Real Madrid. An absolutely pathetic defensive performance from this team. I'm going to thrash my arms, say, I expect to see you in training. You don't deserve a rest after that match. Federico Valverde's goal consigned your team to defeat. How will that result affect your team? Hopefully the players will react positively. The match certainly entertained the fans, but it was a rather more stressful experience for the manager. I wasn't too impressed with our defending. Our defending was absolutely horrific. I've never seen us defend that bad. 4 goals allowed 3 in the first half, 1 in the 73rd minute. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through this tie. Like, if that's how we're going to perform at home, we're going to get stomped. Whatever, we've got Newcastle next, who are 28th, which means we're going to lose. So, prepare for a red dot on our schedule. But I'll see you for the second leg against Real Madrid. Hopefully we can pull it back and actually show up. And we are back on the day of the second leg of the Champions League semifinal against Real Madrid. We played Newcastle in between, and we absolutely crushed them. We had like 28 shots to their 1. It wasn't even close. Martial was pretty good that game. He scored an 8 on the game. So, Anthony Martial seems to be relatively in form, so that's encouraging. We had to start Dean Henderson because De Gea got hurt in training, so he's out for this Real Madrid game, so that's unfortunate, but Henderson's been pretty good, so hopefully that can continue. We rotated a fair amount. Daka started. Harry Maguire started. Brandon Williams started. Donnie started over. I completely rested Bruno Fernandes. Camavinga started, so I rotated quite a bit, but we still were able to pull out a very good performance. But we've got Real Madrid now. This is the squad I'm going with. Henderson's having to go in net. Same back line. Pretty much it's the exact same team, but with Dean Henderson in the net. That lost 4-3, but which isn't encouraging. But I still think this team is good enough, at home especially, to overturn that deficit. Kimmich is getting the nod at defensive midfielder. I wasn't quite sure who to start between him and Camavinga, but Camavinga has not been in very good form at all recently. Kimmich not really at all either, but he's had a couple good games recently, so he gets the nod over Camavinga. I kind of had to decide between Van de Beek and Paul Pogba, though, because Van de Beek actually played really well last game. He had 2 assists. Pogba played well before I eventually substituted him because I planned on playing Pogba, and I think I'm going to stick with it. But if he starts off slow, I'm quickly going to bring in Van de Beek. Yeah, other than that, Tellez is back, but he's not recommended to be fit for any more than 45 minutes, so I definitely don't want to start him, especially on no match sharpness. So he's going to start on the bench, but if Luke Shaw struggles, he's easily also going to come on, so I've got some game changers from the bench. Not really at striker, because Diallo has been very bad, but I really wanted him on the bench just in case I switch to a 4-2-3-1. Only him and Greenwood can play that right inside forward position, so I kind of need one of them on the bench in case I switch. So he's on the bench for now. This is what I'm going with. Let's get into the game, see if we can overturn a 4-3 loss away from home and get ourselves to a Champions League final. I'm going to point my finger and say we owe Real Madrid after what happened in our last match. Go out there and get revenge. They love it. You must be aware of the rumors that the owner is considering selling the club. What sort of impact is that speculation having on your team? The players are professionals and know that whatever the distractions, they have to keep working hard and performing for this club. I don't think we're going to sell the club, but Toni Kroos has provided plenty of assists in the Champions League so far. Do you have a plan to stop him? There's only so much you can do against a player of his caliber. Hopefully he stays quiet. Yeah, our form has been pretty awful recently. 2 draws, a loss, and 2 wins in the last 5. That is the worst form of the season. Real Madrid have been in amazing form. I'm not optimistic. More likely than not, we're probably going to have another season of this save. Obviously, if we win this, and win the Champions League final, and win the FA Cup final, and win the league, which still aren't guaranteed, none of them, so... And I don't know if you saw it before, but we are in the FA Cup final against Liverpool, of course, of all teams. So that's going to be tough. So none of those are guaranteed, but if we win all of them somehow, the series will be over. I'll have achieved everything I wanted to achieve. But I'm not very optimistic. This game is, it's not looking great. We haven't looked that very good so far. It's only 3 minutes in, but yeah, I'm not very optimistic going into this match. We've just been in such terrible form. Strikers have been so inconsistent. Defense has been so inconsistent. Kimmich has been so inconsistent. Everyone's just so inconsistent. But we might be able to pull it out. Nice ball over the top for Martial. Is he onside? He can't score anyway, so it doesn't matter. I think he was. He was onside, but he does not put the shot on target. That would have been a golden opportunity to put ourselves ahead in the tie. Be 4-4 in aggregate, but we'd have the away goals. If we could just win 1-0, we win. So, I mean, that's doable. We've won a lot of games 1-0. We're not good at scoring multiple goals, but we can definitely score 1 goal, and we can definitely not concede. I'm pretty sure they still don't have a shot yet, so we've been very strong defensively so far this game. 30 minutes and they don't have a shot. We have 9 shots, but only 1 on target. Our strikers have decided to be completely awful again. I'm going to demand more. I don't understand how the strikers can be so stupidly inconsistent. One match, Marcus Rashford scores every single shot he gets. Next match, he can't put a single shot on target. And this is over. Real Madrid get the away goal. Far too easy for Eden Hazard. Can't be beat at your near post there. Terrible tackle attempt by Rashford. Nice ball to Carvajal, who's in so much space. A ball through to Hazard and cannot be beat at your near post there. I'm going to berate the team. This is not good enough. They have 1 shot and it went in. Because of course it did. We have 9 shots and we've only been able to put 1 on target. Am I going to have to buy new strikers? Because, Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood should be good enough to be, Champions League winning strikers. But they're so stupidly inconsistent. I can never trust any of them on a single day. One day they might perform out of their minds. The next day they might be like a 6.0 rating. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this team. I feel like I need a world-class striker, as they're going to score another one. That's game over. We have to switch to the... Do we have to switch to the 4-2-3-1, or do we just go attacking? We have to switch to the 4-2-3-1. Rashford on the left. Martial up front. Kimmich here. Fernandez. Pogba. Who comes off? I'm guessing McTominay, probably. Schuler's played well somehow. Skriniar's played well. So, yeah, McTominay comes off. They both go to central defenders on defend. Diallo comes on. We go very attacking. Got to go for it. We're down 3 goals. We need 3 goals. I don't think that's going to happen with the way our strikers have been. Rashford has had an absolutely horrific game. But I can't do anything about it. I can't take him off now because I had to bring Diallo on at a wide inside forward. I'm going to throw a water bottle. Far from pleased. I'm furious with your defending. I'm furious with your playmaking. And I'm furious with your finishing. Absolutely furious. Like, I'm fining Rashford 2 weeks' wages after this game. Unless he scores a hat trick to end the game, I'm fining him for 2 weeks' wages. I would fine him more if I could. Martial might get fined too. You can't go out there and have 9 shots in the first half, only put 1 on target, and do nothing the rest of the game. Pogba's been awful. He's coming off. Van de Beek coming on. Everyone's been awful. How is a Diallo already on a 6.5? He's been on the pitch for 10 minutes. Shaw's been awful. He's coming off. Tellez is coming on. This has been the worst performance I've ever seen from this team. I have to start going more direct. Stop working the ball into the box. Distribute quickly. Take long kicks. All the way up. We have to just completely go for it. Our strikers have been so bad. Oh, I can't wait to find them. I cannot wait to find every single player on this team. They have absolutely choked. Bruno Fernandes apparently has a 7.3, even though I have not seen him do a single thing. Rashford, good God. I need a new striker. I have to get a new striker. I have to spend all $176 million on a striker because this is not good enough. This is not good enough. A 6.2 and a 6.4. Like, last season, they were good. Like, they didn't have these kind of inconsistencies last season. They've been the most inconsistent players I've ever used in this game this season. I don't understand. They're not even inconsistent. They don't have that as a trait. Like, I don't understand this game. Good God, Rashford. Score a freaking goal. I'm going to break the team as much as I can because they have been absolutely horrific. It looks like we're going to have another season because we're not coming back. There's 10 minutes left, 15 minutes left. We need 3 goals. And Rashford and Martial don't look like they could ever score a goal if they had, 5, 6, 7 games to choose to be able to score. Doesn't look like they'd ever decide to score a goal. Diallo with a chance, though, but of course it gets saved. That's probably the best chance of the game. A nicely placed shot, but a good save by Courtois. How is Diallo on a 6.3? He's been on the pitch for not even a full half of the game. Good God. I'm going to throw a water bottle at this team. I'm going to take a water bottle, fill it all the way up, and chuck it right at Rashford's head. I can't throw a water bottle. I expect to do in training. It's not good enough. Rashford, Martial, where are you? Diallo, Thrash Arms, I'm furious with your performance. Absolutely furious. You know what? Okay, who else getting fined? Kimmich, fined. Pogba, fined. Shaw, fined. Henderson, fined. Rashford, fined. Martial, fined. Diallo, fined. Furious. Thought we were awful and easily second best. Just how damaging was it to your team to concede at the break of halftime like that? I pretty much had to tear up my halftime notes. A goal at that point changes everything. Absolutely awful. Oh, you want to see me find everyone? Because it's going to happen. And I'm going to enjoy it. Disciplined player for poor performance, fined 1 week's wages. Kimmich, disciplined player for poor performance, fined 2 weeks' wages. Shaw, disciplined player for poor performance, fined 1 week's wages. Pogba, disciplined player for poor performance, fined 1 week's wages. Rashford, oh, this is going to feel good. Disciplined player, poor performance, fined 2 weeks' wages. Martial, disciplined player for poor performance, fined 2 weeks' wages. Where's Diallo? Diallo, disciplined player for poor performance, fined 2 weeks' wages. That felt good. Well, we're out of the Champions League. An absolutely pathetic performance over 2 legs. I've never seen this team be that bad. I've never seen this team play that bad. It makes no sense. Just a couple games ago, we were scoring 7 goals in the first half. Now, we can't buy a goal. We're probably not going to win the Premier League based on this form. Probably not going to win the FA Cup based on this form. We might come away with barely any trophies. We had a chance to win everything, and we might come back with 2 trophies. None of them important trophies at all, other than the EFL Cup. But is that really important? I don't know. Transit One will be back. Probably this Arsenal game, I think to be the earliest chance we have of winning the league. So if it completely goes nose up, and yeah, I don't know. Probably Arsenal, but I'm just furious. I'm furious with this team, but if somehow you enjoyed this video and you've made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. Links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I guess I'll see you next time.